Hello and happy end of July. This is FOMCA Moments. This is Jenny and Lachey here from the FOMCA board. And I can't believe it's already the end of July, beginning of August. It seems like time is slipping so quickly, but FOMCA has been very busy this summer. We're going to devote this FOMCA Moments to telling you a little bit about what we've been up to. And just as a reminder, you can access FOMCA Moments on the Madison County Public Library website at the www.madisoncountylibrary.net. And you can click, I think all the FOMCA Moments are stored there. You can also access the FOMCA Moments on the FOMCA website.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, this is a great way too. If you go to the FOMCA website, you will see a direct link where you can donate as well. And all of the money that we collect at FOMCA goes directly to the care of the animals. A lot of that is vet clinics that we do around Madison County. You know, spay neuter clinics, helping with feral cats and things like that. So come check out the link there on our FOMCA website, and you can donate and help be a part of what we're doing.
Yes, we're always looking for opportunities for fundraising events and ways to become involved in the community. Even if there's just a need that we don't know about, we encourage you to reach out to us. Our phone number is 828-649-9798. You can also email at contact@fomca.org. And, you know, whether you're calling to find out, you know, what the next clinic is coming up, or when you can schedule your dog or cat for spay or neuter. You can also reach out to us if you feel led to give somehow. We have a pet food pantry that we're always looking for donations. We also need volunteers. We need volunteers with building fences. I know Pia Cash, our event and volunteer coordinator, and our outreach coordinator, she is currently working with Glory Ridge to build fences and dog houses for members of the community. So we're always looking for people to even if it's just a couple of hours. So please reach out to us. Also, some other things that we could use volunteers for: bagging and distributing dog food, the spay and neuter clinic, trapping feral cats, our special fundraising projects like the clinics that we're going to talk about today. You know, please give us a call. And if we're not in the office, leave us a message, send us an email, let us talk about how you can get involved.
So this is just saying thank you to the Banfield Foundation. We received our Banfield grant, and that is going to, as well as Lachey said, just goes right into helping with our vet clinics. And our vet clinics can reach beyond just spay and neutering, as you're going to see in some of our upcoming pictures. They also help people with flea and tick treatment, deworming. What am I forgetting?
The rabies.
Oh, vaccinations. Yes. Rabies.
Microchips.
Yeah. Things like that. So the pictures that you're seeing right now are from the vet clinic that we had at the Revere Community Center. And that was serving the communities of Revere, Spilcorn, and Laurel. And we focused, sometimes with FOMCA, we like to reach out to communities that we know are really rural. Some of our folks that showed up that day that I got to talk with were telling me, Lachey, that it would take them 30 to 40 minutes just to get to Marshall from their house, and even longer if they had to go into Weaverville or Asheville to get to a veterinarian. And a lot of them have multiple pets. And so, you know, when you're talking about trying to transport several pets that long of a distance, that can be really challenging. So we're going to take a look at some of the things we were doing that day. Our vet clinic was partnering with Dr. Sheldon, who you'll see in a minute, from French Broad Mobile Vet. And these are some ladies that were there from Kipro, and I learned about them. We're going to watch a little video here, and they're going to tell you what Kipro is. But they do a lot of work in our community, not just for animals, but for people wellness as well. So we'll take a listen to them and let them tell you what they do.
Hi, ladies. So we're here at the Friends of Madison County Animals Wellness event today, and we are going to do a pan around. We're here with partnering with Dr. Sheldon and French Broad Mobile Vet to help some animals here in Madison County today. And I am here with, I'll let you say your names.
My name is Nora. Holly.
And they are with Kipro. So tell us what Kipro is, ladies.
So we work for Kipro as community health workers here in Madison County, and they are contracted with the state to provide COVID outreach and support services. We've done some COVID vaccine clinics, booster clinics, and we've now started doing health fairs. So we partnered with Pia before, and she came to our Beacon of Hope event, and then we decided to partner with her again to do a people and pet wellness day over here at the Repair Community Center.
Yes, and Pia works with us at Friends for Madison County Animals, and everything happening here today is happens through a grant that we've given, and so it's good for us to come out and see how that's being helpful in the community. So, ladies, what brings you here today?
I'm actually from this area. I grew up in Revere, went to Laurel Elementary School, and then Madison High. And so these are my people, and I wanted to advocate for them to get some services brought out to them because it is so rural out here. It's probably 30 minutes or 40 minutes to Marshall, and the same to Greenville, and then even longer to Asheville. So it's hard, there's cars here with eight dogs or cats in it, and 5 here and there. So it's hard for people to wrangle that many animals and bring them out to town.
Yes. Well, we're so glad that you guys are here today and everything you do for the community.
Thank you.
That was a great video, Jenny.
Yes, and you know what? I was so glad to learn about another resource available to our community. So if you're watching this FOMCA Moments and, that sounds like something that you would need to look into, then, you can, I'm sure, go on the internet and Google search them and find out more about Kipro.
And that's something that Pia, I want to give a shout out to her, Pia Cash, our community event outreach coordinator. She is doing a really good job about reaching out to other organizations in the community. And when you do see any kind of advertisement or flyer for a spay neuter clinic, I really like how she's putting their logos down at the bottom to show you these organizations coming together for the people. With rising gas prices, cost of living is just outrageous in current times. And so it is important, like she said, if you have several dogs, 4 or 5 dogs, a bunch of animals, it is not cost effective to get them together and drive them 40 miles away and pay full price. That's really hard on people financially. So I think these services are necessary, they're needed, and I'm thankful to be a part of it.
Yes. And we're going to see some. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, and we're trying to get more active in this. Maybe that's what you were going to say.
Yes, it was. Mm-hmm.
And here is another clinic that happened shortly after the Revere clinic. This one was on the Marshall Island, and we actually worked with some individuals that were doing like some mission work through Glory Ridge. We had a partnering veterinarian and some young teenagers that came in, and they were just great working with the animals, setting up the tent, setting up the table, bringing around bowls of water for the animals. It was a hot day, I will say that, on the Marshall Island. Here I am working with Pia and then Melinda Sheldon from French Broad Mobile Vet, and it was an extremely hot day, but it was organized well. We were able to get the animals in to see the vet. We so appreciate all of the volunteers through Glory Ridge, and the community members that just, you know, reached out to us and said, hey, I'm willing to volunteer. And it was a successful day. All in all, we vaccinated 88 animals that day on the island in the free clinic. All the vet time and all the supplies were donated by a church group from Eastern North Carolina via Glory Ridge and the Community Housing Coalition. And then on top of the Revere Clinic that happened before this that we just talked about, it was partially funded by the Banfield grant with French Broad Mobile Vet, and it was 123 animals in our county that received free vaccinations, flea, tick, dewormer.
Microchipping.
Yes, microchipping. So, and we have a few more videos just because I really like to show the videos from the actual community members themselves.
Yes.
So it's not us sitting here saying, this is awesome. You're actually hearing it from the mouth.
Yes. And let me tell you, Lachey, so this was the cutest cat named Sebastian. And I believe there's a little video we're going to show you about Sebastian, and he was the chillest, cutest, sweetest little cat. He's sitting there on a leash. So my favorite part of these clinics was just walking around and getting to talk to people from the community and meeting their animals and learning how we're able to help our community.
Absolutely. So here's all about Sebastian.
So I'm here with Melissa Chandler and Sebastian, the Maine Coon. He is just gorgeous. And we're here at FOMCA's Animal Wellness Day. And Melissa, tell us about Sebastian.
Well, he's about 7 years old. My son actually got him when he was a kitten and has been raising him, and he's had to work long hours, so I've took him over, and he's just a sweet baby. He's a big baby, but he's a sweet baby.
What is Sebastian having done today?
He is getting his rabies vaccine.
Awesome.
Which we're very appreciative. We live right around the road, so it's very close. And as you can tell, he's a sight to try to fit into any type of crate or car and manhandle. So you really have to have a short trip with him.
Yes.
But otherwise, he's a sweet baby.
Okay. Is this your first time with an animal wellness event through FOMCA?
No, I've had other cats over the years, and we try to bring them when it's the local one, especially.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, we're glad that you and Sebastian could be here today.
Great. Thank you.
Isn't he the cutest?
I got such a blessing out of the animals when I volunteered. It's just so obvious that the people of Madison County love their animals, and they're so proud. They're so proud. And some of them, you know, I had several people say, I just don't know what I would do without my dog here, my best friend. And, you know, he's really needed, you know, he needs to be looked at because of various health concerns, but, you know, we're on fixed income. We can't afford to get them all the way to Asheville, you know, to you know, get the concern taken care of. So I really appreciate the time donated by the veterinarians, you know, and the residents and volunteers to make these events happen. So let's listen to one more video. Do you want to say anything about this video?
Yeah, so this is another one of our community people that came out that day, and the one here at Revere was just focusing on, you know, people who lived in those communities, because it is so rural and so far away from you know, veterinary care and things like that. So this is Monica Metcalf, and we'll hear from her.
Hi, so this is Jenny with Friends of Madison County Animals, and I'm here with Monica, who is here with her kitty, whose name is
Walter P. Kittles formerly, but he goes by
Walter
Pat.
P. Kittles. I love that. And Walter is here today at our Animal Wellness Day. And so, Monica, tell us about, is this your first time here for one of our animal wellness events?
This is my first time for an animal event.
Okay.
It's in my community, so that's really helpful because Walter gets car sick. So this was really helpful to be able just to pop over and have his shots.
Awesome. And tell us about Walter.
Well, Walter is 2 years old, and we got him from the animal shelter in Yancey County. He's an orange menace. That's what we call him. He's a short-haired cat, and I think that he was left at the optometrist's office in Burnsville, and that's how the animal shelter in Yancey County got him.
Awesome. Okay. So what's Walter having done today?
Rabies and upper respiratory shot for cats.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys for coming out today.
Well, thank you.
I love that.
I know, Walter P. Kittles. I love that.
And we had another event. Jenny, I was not able to participate for this one. So tell us about.
Yeah. So this was our La Esperanza event, and this was an event that was held at the Episcopal Church of the Holy Spirit on Bone Camp Road in Marshall. This was one that we joined in. That was a community event with all kinds of different people there that we'll talk about, that was focusing on reaching out to our Spanish speaking communities here in Madison County. So there were people from doctors' offices with health information, information on diabetes education, blood pressure checks, mammogram information. People could come and get COVID boosters, free home, COVID test kits that they could take home. It was a lot of fun just to be there. In addition, there were bouncy castles and food, and the sheriff's office was there giving out like snow cones and all kinds of things. So it was a really fun day just for families to come and bring their kids and have fun and get a lot of great information as well.
I love this. I love being a part of this. And I do want to say that we do have an upcoming September vet clinic. Please reach out to us for information about that. The date is yet to be determined, but it will be in September at the Laurel Community Center. Again, we do have another vet clinic coming up in September. We are still working to get that date solidified, but it is in September, Laurel Community Center, and we encourage you to reach out to us or to visit our website. Let me scroll back up to the top here at FOMCA.org, and we will post information about that vet clinic as soon as we get all the details solidified. And there is one last shout out that I want to give, and let me just find her website real quick because she actually texted me while we were on FOMCA Moments. So bear with me just a minute, and it's Meadowbrook Ranch dog. We've had her, the Meadow Ranch, Kelsey Lawson.
Oh yes,
we've had her on FOMCA Moments.
Our FOMCA Moments before. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and she is a very talented dog trainer, and this is the screen share of her her website. So if you just go to the meadowranch.com, and registration for the next session of classes at the Meadow Ranch is now open. Classes start mid-August, so make sure you sign up soon to hold your spot. You'll get a confirmation email if your registration was successful. Mondays, August 15th through September 26th. There's agility training from 8 to 9. 9:15 to 10:15, advanced agility. It can be drop-in. She's got puppy manners and socialization going on August 16th to September 27th. She has beginner obedience classes happening August 17th to September 28th. And then the 4-H, I love this partnership with the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Office. You can reach out to the extension office and contact Misty Varnell there about the 4-H dog program. And that is August 11th through September 22nd. She actually has other pre-sport agility classes for those pups that are a little bit more advanced, August 18th through September 29th. There's 6-week session schedules, but the dates are blocked off to allow for any weather conflicts. Please contact the Meadow Ranch at gmail.com if you have questions on what class to register for. So I just wanted to give a quick little shout out to her because she is doing some important work in the community as well. And she is a wonderful partner for FOMCA. And I think it's important for us to give all the shout outs and support to those community partnerships as possible.
Yes.
And that is all that we have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in to FOMCA Moments, and keep in touch.